5. From New York at the home of the Knicks. It's the NBA. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. The Knicks happy to return to New York after the road trip.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition. Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
From deep, Green. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Outside, Simmons. Over to the left wing. Here's Dort. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Embiid with it. Butler covering. It's stolen by Hill. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, I tell you what, he's not going to give in to the defense. Butler really is ferocious. Great job finishing off these tough shots.
Now here's Simmons. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Here's Butler. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And the dunk by Embiid.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
On the wing, Green. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Randall. Over Green. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
Now here is Hill. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Thibault can't get it to go. Simmons. Oh, what a play!
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Back to Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. Pass to Butler. They kick it out to Green. 5 on the clock. Off target with his 3.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Shamet. Now here's Embiid. Guarded by Green. And stolen by Butler. Outside Hill. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Well, you can't lose sight of Hill when he's out on the perimeter. A deadly shooter from deep.
Pass to Randall. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Thibault. New York trailing. Back to Butler. That's tipped.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block.
Clock at 4. Back to Thibault. Can't hit from in close. Shamet with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And Philadelphia making a change here. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And guys, I think Jimmy Butler has all the tools you could want in a two-way player. He's an excellent defender, and he also can score the ball from just about anywhere.
To the inside. Here's Washington, and he lays it straight in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Simmons. Shot's good by Mills.
Boy, there's that hair trigger release on Patty Mills. No hesitation. Catch, shoot, mark it up.
Pass to Burks. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
Now here's Mills. Back to Simmons. Lets it fly from 18. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Works for 3. Philadelphia leading by 4. The 3 from Mills. Robinson pulls it in. New York with the ball. Pass to Hill. Puts up a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And here is Simmons. Out to the right wing. Now here's Embiid.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Now here's Simmons. Some solid defense from Robinson. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
In last season, just some phenomenal shooting numbers for George Hill. Clark, you know him well from your days in Indiana.
Certainly do, and have great admiration and respect for George. He's a business-like pro. He's the epitome of what it is to be a pro. Consistent work ethic, understands himself, always looking to improve, knows his role, and has always had a calming and stabilizing influence for every team that he's played on.
Joseph looking over the floor. The kick outside to Butler. Traps in the tray. Butler's got 10.
Yeah, you know, I think about all the hard work Butler's put in to become a better shooter, and that's one thing guys can do. You can get better as a shooter. His work paying dividends.
Now here's Simmons. Nice move.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And Simmons drops them both.
You look at Ben Simmons, and it's easy to compare him somewhat to LeBron James because he's a walking triple-double threat every game. And quite honestly, I think he's only going to get better, especially if he adds a jump shot.
Butler with the ball. Williams picks him up. Washington. And again, it's New York. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Butler on the wing. And they double up Butler. Here's Noel. It's good. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Boy, steady hands right there for Noel. You can try to knock this guy around, but at the end of the day, he's just got too much strength.
Randall outside. And the 76ers get it back. Pass to Williams. Back to Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Randall no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
On its way from Burks for two. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. .111 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Williams. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Putting the defender in the popcorn maker. I mean, Randall developing more tools every day.
The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Now, here's Joseph. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Burks. Connects on the 17-footer. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Simmons. 6 points for him. Pass to Dort. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Randall, and the layup is good. Randall's got 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Butler feeling out of it. And a miss there on the triple. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's good from Simmons.
That's the line, 76ers. Ben Simmons. At the line for 2.
He doesn't get the second one. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Back right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Now here's Mills. Randall outside. Over Green. Randall no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Washington. Now Joseph, guarded by Embiid. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers lead it. Now Mills. Randall outside. Puts one up from 19. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
The 3 from Joseph. Drills it from outside. Joseph's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Mills can't hit. New York with the ball. They trail by 1. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the 76ers. Mills, that's a 2-pointer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Mills has got 5 points so far. On the wing, Green. Pass to Burks.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Burks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Julius Randle picks one up. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And here is Joseph after the three-pointer from Joel Embiid. Here's Robinson. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Right wing. High post, Embiid. He's got 11. Over Robinson. Robinson with the block. Oh, and here comes Joseph all alone. And good that time. Joseph's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, ramping up the speed there in transition. Once Joseph sees a route and path to the goal, he's off to the races.
Again, Embiid missing. New York trailing. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
35.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Embiid. The 11-footer makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Now, here's Joseph. He's got 5. Robinson down low. To the right side. And Corey Joseph with the 3. Joseph's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Confidence right there. Joseph comfortable stroking the ball as soon as it hits his hands.
Pass to Pritchard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Joseph. He's got 8. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Joseph. 5 to shoot. Free throw line jump shot. No good off the back of the rim. The 76ers trail. Handle with the ball. He has 7. Pass to Pritchard. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Outside Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And both free throws good for Williams. And here is Butler. 10 points for him. Over in the corner, Washington. And the Knicks miss again.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
On the wing, Williams. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Embiid. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Embiid's got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Embiid with the steal. Outside Williams. Pass to Embiid. Ring shot on the way. The shot, no good. So New York will take it the other way. Now Hill. Back to Butler. Washington with it. They could use a bucket. Butler, no good. The 76ers leading by 5. Pass to Pritchard. The 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Pritchard's got 5 now.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Joseph has an open look. New York, no good that time either. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Pass to Mills. Embiid inside the line. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And now it's a 10-point 76ers lead. Now here's Joseph. And here is Washington. Hernan Gomez covering. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and gonna be called every time.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Both teams will make substitutions. The 76ers leading by 10. Here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. Pass to Shamet. And that one goes long. Now here's Butler. He's got 10. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So it's Philadelphia now. The Knicks making the shot. Simmons with it. Butler covering. And that one's good. Simmons got the lead back up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control even when facing physical contact.
And slam dunk by Noel.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Now here's Simmons. 9 points in the game so far. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
And here is Simmons. George Hill getting it to go from deep. Up top, Randall. Up top, Simmons. Back to Randall. Lets it go from 14. That's good on the jump shot. Randall's got 9 points.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Knicks trail by 7. Right side, Hill. Washington inside. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 9.
You know, Washington brings terrific strength to his inside game. He plays with quite a bit of force and fought his way into that shot.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Randall. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now Burks. The offensive rebound. Butler. Over in the corner, Washington. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Embiid, no good. Knicks trail by 7. Burks on the wing. Rebound by the 76ers. They've led by as much as 10.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Randall right side. Simmons goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Deep 2 from Hill. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. They're leading by 8. And Simmons slams it in.
When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Now here's Butler. New York moving it around. And Green gets it to go.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Outside, Simmons. Shamet misses the three. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Butler. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. In the corner, Shamet with it. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Shamet's got 6 points.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Down low. Embiid with the steal. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Here's New York. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way. You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Simmons on the wing. 14 points for him. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Randle left side. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Hill has the open look. They get it back. And they get it. Butler goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Butler's got 12 points in the game.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
No one near Randle as he lets it go. And it falls over the rim and in.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
I tell you what, they've got a nice reservation for him over on the bench if he keeps this up. 4th turnover already.
And the 76ers making a change here. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here's Joseph. He's got 8. Pass to Washington. Butler with the ball. Left side, Joseph. 17-foot shot on the way. New York, no good that time either. Simmons with it. Picked up by Joseph. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Butler. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. New York, no good that time either.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Randle no good. Knicks trail by 20. On its way from Burks for 2. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Lays it up off the glass. Gomez has got 5 points so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Washington. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
Simmons looking it over. Here's Shamet. That 3 off the mark.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
You know, because Corey Joseph, when he has the ball, is always in a probing posture, he's hard to guard without fouling at times.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Lets it go with a 3. Knicks trail by 18. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
Works for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. 9 points in the game so far.
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play. And boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
Pass to Gomez. Shamet on the wing. 6 points for him. Here's Dort. And just miss after miss right now. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Here's Strus. And it's Joseph in the corner. And the 3 off target. Outside, Simmons. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Now here's Joseph. He's got 10. Pass to Noel. Puts it up. Misses off the right iron.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Simmons. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to Gomez. Here's Dort. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
And Noel just staking his territory with his massive reach. That wingspan makes him an intimidating presence who covers a lot of ground quickly.
Now, here's Washington. Gomez grabs the miss. Now Simmons. He's got 19. Pass to Pritchard. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Clock at 6. A baseline J. Here's Pirtle. It's tipped.
What a nice job getting up to deny that shot. Washington showing you terrific anticipation on that rejection.
Now Burks. And he's good on the 3-ball. Burks has got 6 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Timeout called the 76ers.
You know, for a young fella, P.J. Washington is starting to show some real skill as a trash talker. I mean, he said back in high school, some people are not mentally strong. So I try to get in their heads a little bit, and so far it seems to be working.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Philadelphia leading by 13. Mills with it. He's got 5. Pass to Randall. Shoots. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And having a mature understanding of the game, Washington exploits any weakness he can find.
Greg, I like that word mature because that's the type of game he has. He's very aware, reads the floor and situations well, and then he executes. He's got a lot of polish and refinement in his game, and he's a value-utility guy who can make plays that help you win.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. With the fadeaway. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Embiid's got 20 points.
You give Embiid these looks, and he won't turn them down, and he'll make a good percentage of it.
The 76ers leading by 15. And here's Mills. He's got 7. Pass to Embiid. And it's Noel with the rebound. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Randall. .151 left to play in the third. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Williams with the block.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
First trip to the line for him here. First free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. Both good from the line that time.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Pass to Mills. Shot clock at 6. High post, Embiid. Hits the jumper in space. Embiid's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
And here's Burks. Shot from the wing. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 15. .36 seconds left in the third. Outside Williams. Tries it from 19. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
You know what I've always said, partner? Good shooting covers over a multitude of ills, and we're seeing it right now.
Now here's Green. 5 points in the game. Releases. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 14.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 15-point game. Outside Butler. And it's Thibault in the corner. Off target from 3-point range.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Outside Butler. And they double up Butler. From downtown. And that one's good. Thibault got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, you don't want to leave guys unattended, not around a guy like Butler, who's pretty good at finding the open guy.
Embiid wide open. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got 25 points.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Over in the corner, Green. Pass to Noel. Butler in the corner. Outside, Green. Clock is at 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Randle with the ball. Knicks trail by 12.
76ers foul call.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Substitution for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson. Timeout call.
When I come through Beamer, ain't no backs.
Hey fans who want the free t-shirt, make some
If I
noise!
come through range, ain't no squad. Nah, my Xbox is a squad. On and off the court, I put numbers on the board. I finance it all, but who keep a score? We talking fair pay. I know all things ain't equal.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Mills with it, picked up by Joseph. Outside, Simmons. And stolen by Butler. And a fast break now for New York. The 3 from Joseph. Simmons pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 12. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Hits the front of the rim and out. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler. And no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Simmons. And stolen by Butler. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Lets the 3 fly. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Here's Mills. Here's the 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
You know, Mills has been a guy who's been very streaky as a perimeter shooter, but he's been good behind the arc his entire career.
They kick it out to Green. Back to Joseph. And they double up Butler. New York moving it around. New York needs to get off a shot. And here's Joseph for three. New York, no good that time either.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
New York calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Knicks trail by 15. Pass to Burks. Now Butler. Outside Robinson. Now Burks. Takes the three. And it's Butler missing. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Embiid with it. Over Robinson. A rebound by Washington. Outside Butler. Pass to Washington. Outside Butler. Over Simmons. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Robinson hits them both. Here's Shamet. Pass to Simmons. Back to Shamet. Lots of room. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Outside Robinson. Outside Hill. From deep. No good on that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Now Simmons. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his third foul of the game. Philadelphia with the ball. 22 is their biggest lead. Outside for Randall. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Butler on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Butler just excellent at finding ways to get to the stripe, especially when he's near the basket.
And Philadelphia making a change here. And so Butler nails both of them. Simmons with it. Pass to Randall. Here's Dort. Just 5 on the clock. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Knicks trail by 11. Butler in the corner. Pass to Robinson. Burks on the wing. Here's Butler. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Jakob.
You look at Butler and his tenacity jumps out at you. It's incredible. That's one of the reasons you love Butler. Awesome at attacking and earning trips to the foul line when he penetrates. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Pass to Shamet. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Outside Butler. And stolen by Simmons. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Shamet. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That free throw good from Shamet. Good on the second free throw.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And he makes all 3. Knicks trail by 14. Outside Butler. Pass to Burks. From past the arc. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the 76ers. The 19-foot shot. A rebound by Washington. Outside Hill. Fires from deep. For 3. No good on the shot. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And here is Simmons. And the call will be against George Hill. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers. Go on and give it up.
Randall down low. Drops in the layup for 2. Randall's got 21.
For Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
Outside Joseph. New York, no good that time either.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Back to Simmons. At the top of the key, MB. This one for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Randall's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Outside, Jones. Pass to Jang. To end the cold streak. Dort grabs the miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And last season, big man Gorgie Jang with a huge lead in three-point attempts. Had about as many in one season as he had in the 6 years prior in his career.
You know, Greg, I always liked his shooting mechanics and touch going back to college. It was just a matter of him extending the range, and now that he knows he can do it, I think he'll continue to do more of it.
But he gets it back. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Knicks trail by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That one is off.
Shooting from New York, Jay Jones.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Pass to Williams. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Defended by Thibault. Here's Pritchard. Hits it from three-point range.
For 3.
And the 76ers lead by 21.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Philadelphia.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And in what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one against the Knicks.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Joel Embiid.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Timeout called, the 76ers. They're up by 19. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. .104 left to play in the final quarter. Williams inside the line. The 76ers with another miss. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks, trailing by 19. So it's Philadelphia now. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's Green, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And both free throws good for Green. Here's New York. Pass to Chang. All alone. Back to Thibault. Shoots over Pirtle. Just 5 to shoot. Pritchard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Here's Green, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Both free throws good from Green. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect